Hey everyone. So happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. So I figured I'm gonna be talking about probably the most infamous. I mean, she's still a mom. She did have all the changelings. I mean, she's a mom, yeah. So probably one of the most famous villain in all of like Friendship is Magic. Only she's up there in the top two. The Queen of the Changelings, Queen Chrysalis. So the fiendship is magic comics are basically like origin stories of the villains. I really wish we could have gone a Cozy Glow comic, but it would have been nice to see how Cozy Glow became. And I can definitely see how they could have set that up. It could have took place after season 8, but before season 9. They could have had like Twilight and her friends go to Cozy Glow's home and talk to her parents or her family. And then the entire comic could have been flashbacks of how Cozy Glow was brought up, how she was raised, and seeing like how everyone saw her as like innocent, but in reality she was a psychopath monster. That would have been amazing. Now for the fiendship, they came out on like every week. Aww, the Nightmare Moon one came out on my birthday. Awesome. And the Chrysalis one came out. I do like the alt covers of the Day of the Dead. And Chrysalis does look amazing in that style. Alright, so the comic takes place after the So it takes place after Return of Chrysalis comic arc, the first ever issues of the comics. So they have Chrysalis' castle in a bubble contained, and she's trapped inside. Oh, and we actually get to see Chrysalis before she has holes in her body. She actually looks amazing, actually. And Twilight has already planned out 1,000 years punishment. They go and check on the Chrysalis and... Oh, right, I do have to warn you. This is by far the darkest My Little Pony comic out of like all of them, as it gets really disturbing, and some of the pages get absolutely disturbing and really messed up. There's a lot of death that happens in this comic. A lot of creatures die. A fair warning: if you won't want to see that, click away. You have been warned. All right, let's continue. And we see you. Chrysalis clawing out the eyes of Twilight. Stabbing a picture of Twilight. And we see more and more signs that she's not mentally well. And Twilight's been asking how they've been feeding her. So changelings can actually eat like normal food, but also they can also eat regular food. She's been around Pinky a lot. Nice. Alright, so they talk about the city of Timbuktu. So we can see like ponies with gem-like eyes. I'm trying to remember if this is a parody or something. Rome, I think. Yeah, Rome. I want to say that's Caesar or something like that. And then the changelings attack. I wonder if Kratos could fight. I wonder how Kratos would do well against the changelings. Shit, Kratos could probably destroy Kratos though. Especially if Grogar's bells, you can just drain Kratos' magic and give that to herself to make herself stronger. Alright, so the changelings attack the ponies. And we actually get to see Chrysalis now with holes in her body. She then tricks them into retreating, and then I would say she killed them. Like, that is horrifying, actually. Completely draining and sucking out their life energy. And we see how she got her crowned. So he flew and then turned into a constellation. Orion was a fool, but the city was tasty. So we can confirm that she just flat out killed everyone. Killed all the ponies there. And then we get the Trojan horse. So the Trojan War was basically about what's his face? Oh, come on, I know his name. He was a king that fell in love with his best friend's wife, so he kidnapped her, and the husband decided to go into the Trojan horse to rescue his wife. He believed like Athena was gonna give him. Aphrodite was gonna give. Else for that wedding. Someone threw an apple, a golden apple. Eris threw a golden apple because she wasn't invited to a wedding. And then everyone fought over the apple, saying it was for me. Let's see. It was Athena, Aphrodite, and Zeus's wife, Helena. So they asked Zeus, okay, you judge, which one's the most beautiful goddess here? Zeus says, yeah, I'm not touching that. And then he said, the king that kidnaps the wife of his best friend's wife, says, you be the judge. They all offered him stuff. Aphrodite says she'll give him his true love. So of course he picked her. The other ones got angry at that. And this soon led to a war and, kidnapped his best friend's wife. So Chrysalis, in the Equestria version, none of that happened. It's, I like how the god just immediately said, go get a message to Celestia right now. I actually kind of like the armor she's wearing. And we basically see, oh god, you can actually see his ribs. So I'm guessing he died too, because there was no way that he's not surviving shortly after that. The extreme malnourished, yeah, and then Celestia just attacks her. Okay, so I'm guessing this is supposed to take place after Nightmare Moon was banished. I suppose that's your fiancé, the drain you of your adore your twit. But you broke through the shield just to see me, so like me. Oh. Alright, so she can also eat pride. That's interesting. I mean, I'm just glad she didn't do that to Cadence or Shanama. And then Celestia blasted her and that's the reason why Chrysalis has holes in her wings, her hair, and her legs. Oh, and then Celestia basically banished her and the changelings. And then we see Rarity on a date with one of Shanama's friends. I think that's Griffa, I think. And she's been trapped in a volcano for who knows how long. So Celeste just put all the chains in the volcano. That is cruel. But yeah, well deserved. And the dragon saved them. Well, he was going to eat them. And yeah, Chrysalis rips a hole in his wings, and he died. Well, he was fine, probably. I'm pretty sure he might have drowned in the lava, because lava is pretty much like water for dragons, so I guess it's possible he drowned. Well, we never see this dragon ever again, so probably add to the kill count. So far, Chrysalis has committed like 2 genocides. In the Matrona Chrysalis arc, she slaughtered a bunch of cats. In this comic, she slaughtered an entire race of ponies, the ponies of Timbuktu, because their kingdom is no longer existent. Rainbow said that there were like stories and legends of it, and Chrysalis admits that it was real. So she just committed a mass genocide twice. And she tricks Twilight into giving her a book. What does she say? Oh, she took... Sorry. She takes Rainbow Dash's Darendu book to give to, a book today, a leader, tomorrow, a leader. I always say. Like, she already is a leader of, asking for a book is a signs of true reform. No, it is not, Twilight. Oh, it doesn't fit. Twilight could have just teleported the book in there rather than opening the door and attacking her. Too nice. 4 days to retirement. And basically, yeah. She tricked Twilight and attacked her. And we get her backstory. Squirrel found a rotten acorn. Sniffed it, said yuck, threw it. It hit a pond. It then became a carnivorous plant that ate bugs and, I guess, ate the bones of ponies. It then bit Starshoulder, the bearded. So, instead of sealing this place up, nope, he puts a sign up, probably magic, do not approach. And by nailing it, it rips it open, and the changelings come out. There was no story. I was born this way. I like the little lightning bolts in Twilight's eyes. That's cute. And that's how she escaped. Flashlight's pissed. Yeah, well, the question is most notorious is villain escape. Alright, so the comic, I think it's really well done. Now, I'm not sure if these comics are canon or not. It gets a little wonky, like what's canon, what's not canon. But we do see something like this in the episode, the season 8 episode. What was it? The Mean Six, where Chrysalis basically summons trees and creates clones of Twilight and her friends. So I'm guessing it's probably canon. I do like it. Chrysalis is an awesome character. Though this kind of... I'm pretty sure this show, it's not canon. Why? Because in season 7 finale, we see Chrysalis with a lot of eggs around, meaning she laid eggs. Unless the changelings in this comic all died off before season 2, and she had to lay a bunch of eggs and replace them, which is a possibility. The comic may not be canon. I think it's kind of canon, like how Scott Carver's the books and the games are. You have to take bits and pieces from the books and add it to the game to fill in the lore. So I do think some of this stuff is canon. I mean, we know Chrysalis has been around for a very, very, very long time. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day. All right, bye.